Hello. In this lesson we're going to look at the apostrophe. Apostrophe is a big word for a small sign, and although it's a little mark, it gives writers of English a lot of trouble. But if you need to write accurate English, I have good news for you. If you follow a few basic rules that I'm going to teach you, you can master this little monster. To begin with, apostrophes are used in two ways. Firstly, they show possession. And secondly, they're used to show contractions. That's where letters are left out. In this lesson, we'll be looking at how apostrophes are used to show that someone or something possesses or owns someone or something else. To begin with, we will look at singular nouns that possess something. These can be common nouns like dog, shirt, and teacher, as well as proper nouns, such as the names of people or places, like Daniel, Missameni, and the United Kingdom. Here's a simple illustration: a man and his bike. He owns the bike, so we speak of it as the man's bike, and we show possession by adding an apostrophe and S after man. Let's stay with the bike illustration, but change it a little bit. This time, we will speak about the wheels belonging to the bike. We write, the bike's wheels. Note that even though there are two wheels, the position of the apostrophe plus S at the end of the word remains the same. But what happens if we have a singular noun that ends in S? There are two ways to approach these words, but to keep things simple, follow the same rule you just learned. Put an apostrophe plus S after the noun. Here are some examples. The princess's crown, princess plus apostrophe S, and Dr. Jones's patient, Jones apostrophe S. Now, let's look at plural possessives. Here's a group of boys who together own a ball. We can write, the boys' football is black and white. The plural word boys takes an apostrophe immediately after it, but no S, because we don't say boyses. Next, let's look at irregular nouns. These are nouns whose plurals don't end in S. Here are the most common ones. Man becomes men, the plural of woman is women, child becomes children, and people is the plural of person. And by way of examples, we have the men's cars, the women's dresses, the children's toys, and the people's houses. In each case, we write apostrophe S. Here's an unusual one, sheep. It's very different because the plural of sheep is also sheep. There is no change. If we write the sheep's wool, and we are only referring to one sheep, it's apostrophe S. And if we refer to more than one sheep, it's exactly the same, apostrophe S. Now let's look at possessive pronouns and adjectives. These are words such as yours, his, hers, ours, theirs, and its. They do not take an apostrophe. Here are some examples. This bed is mine, and that one is yours. This pen is not his, it is hers. The ground floor room is ours. The first floor one is theirs. That is an old house, and its roof leaks. But the possessive forms of one, not the number one, someone, and somebody do take apostrophes. Some examples are, regular exercise is important for one's health. Someone's sunglasses were left on the table. And somebody's coffee was upset over my book. All have apostrophe S. To recap on this lesson, let's have a look at the basic rules for using apostrophes to show possession. For possessive singular nouns, add apostrophe S. For example, my boss's office is on the 10th floor. We write boss apostrophe S. For possessive plural nouns that end in S, just add an apostrophe. For example, my boss's offices are on the 10th floor. Note that the plural of boss is bosses, so we simply add an apostrophe after the word. And for plural nouns that do not end in S, add apostrophe S. For example, the children's school is closed today, so we have children apostrophe S. The next lesson will cover apostrophes as they are used to indicate contractions. See you then.